Hey, good morning. Listen, I want to teach you guys something. I have a unique skill, and that unique skill is this. I can teach people stuff. So check this out. I'm going to teach you how to read. Now I know what you're thinking. I already know how to read. This is not something that I'm teaching people that literally don't know how to read words. What I believe is that all you know how to do is read words. What happens is you get involved in a book and you read only that book, and a lot of times the chapters are 20, 30 pages long, and you read 5 or 6 pages into it and you lose interest. Or maybe you do the biggest mistake of all, you read the 10-page introduction, which is totally something that would never stand by itself. I mean, think about that. If everyone in the world were to just sell their introduction, none of them would sell, right? So what you want to do is you want to turn to page 1 in your story. And the number one qualification you need to have to learn how to read is you need to get stories that have very quick chapters. What I mean by that is find stories that have 1 to 3 page chapters in them, and you're going to be great. Now here's what I think. I think that the number one problem people have, besides picking books with big chapters, is they like to pick books one at a time. And they like to pick them about specific genres. What I want you to do is something different. I want you to get not 1 book, not 2, but rather 3 or even 4 books. And I want you to make sure that they each have chapter breaks that are only about 2 or 3 pages apart. And what I want you to do is I want you to read each 1 chapter at a time, and then I want you to skip between books. So what I want you to do is pick whatever book you want, read the first chapter, then go to the second book that you're on, read the first chapter, so forth and so on, before you go on to chapter 2. Next, I want you to try something different. I want you to picture either your grandmother or your grandfather, someone that's a really good storyteller, right? I want you to picture them reading you the story, okay? Third, what I want you to do is I want you to start breaking down individual sentences into 4 or 5 words. What that means is the average sentence is probably, 15 or 20 words when you throw in commas in there, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to break down that literature into 4 words at a time. Pretend like Shaq's reading to you. I don't know. But anyway, in closing, what you also want to do is you want to start stopping yourself after each line and slowly but surely each paragraph, and make sure you know what you just read. If you don't, just simply rewind back, read that paragraph, and the second time you read it, you can actually read it a little faster. You'll retain 100% of it, I promise. In closing, what my goal is to ultimately get you to read higher levels of literature, like the Quran, the Bible, etc. But let's start small, do what I say, and you will get some serious results. Now here's my favorite author of all time, Jules Verne. Most of his chapters in his books are literally 2 pages. Get some Jules Verne, get yourself 1 or 2 good books that you've been interested in, but once again, make sure they have quick chapters. And then get yourself another book. Try to read 3 or 4. I believe that you can't read 1 book because it's just not stimulating enough to your mind. You need 4 books. Good luck.